If you use the line in a parking lot as an imaginary rail, it makes it a lot less scary to commit to getting into a real rail. If you're having trouble getting your half cab heel flips all the way around, make sure to have your heel flips to where you don't really have to think to be able to do them, so you can just focus on swinging your shoulders all the way around. But if you drink a cup of coffee before you go skate, not only are you going to be more focused, but your body's going to feel better too. This is why you can't double kickflip. If you're struggling with getting the board to flip around all the way, try scooting your front foot back a little bit and flicking off a little bit sooner than you do with your regular kickflips to make it spin a little bit faster. And anyone can do this trick. Toss your board in the grass and place it upside down on your feet about where your toes stop. Now make sure you have your feet about a shoulder width apart for a little bit of balance. Now all you have to do is do a little jump up and forward. Now do it a few times before taking it to the concrete. And relearning old skate tricks part 1. So I haven't done a 5-0 on a ledge in I don't know how many months, and I was having some trouble getting into the 5-0 because I couldn't really get on top of the ledge until I started focusing on bending straight down and trying to keep the board flat so I would get a better pop. If you're struggling to hold on to your manuals, pay attention to what your eyes are doing, because if you're constantly looking at different things, it's going to be a lot harder to balance your manuals. Because if you're struggling with rolling off a curb, try working on manuals a little bit, because that's really all it is, just a little manual at the very last second. Because you probably didn't know about this skate hack. When skaters are skating, we tend to try to use our whole body to force the trick to work. But in reality, there's a lot of tricks like this 3-shove that I'm trying to where it's all in the legs. So if you focus on relaxing your upper body and just try the trick with your feet, it might become a lot easier, because to ollie over or up something, you don't have to pop super high. The secret is to make sure that you pop as close as humanly possible to the obstacle so you don't run into it. Because the next time you skate stairs faking your nollie, try putting your sliding foot more towards the center of the board, because it seems to make the board pop a little bit easier. But did you know you can use an old phone charger to practice skating over an obstacle without the fear of dying, because you'll just roll right over it? But when you do an ollie to manual, I find it easier to put your front foot more towards the center of the board, so when you land into the manual, your front foot isn't super close to the nose and it's a lot easier to hold its balance. Because of how to throw down. Start by grabbing the nose with your front hand and holding it to the side of you. Then start walking, and when you're ready to get on, hold the board out in front of your front foot and drop it as you take your last step and ride away. But